Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to program your MIDI Maestro to control actions in BandHelper. I've set up 6 actions that I use in my MIDI Maestro, and they are previous page or song, next page or song, advance a half page, scroll start and stop, hide and show the set list, and play and stop audio. So let's get started. All right, the first thing we're going to do is open the Singular Sound MIDI Maestro app. Now this is a blank custom mode. So what we can do is go in here and we're going to change the name of that to BandHelper MIDI Maestro and save. Now you can name this whatever you want. Name it after your band, name it BandHelper, whatever you want to name it. It's up to you. All right, so now we're going to go back. And these, where it says top text, bottom text, you see a little blue rectangle on the left top corner and the center and the right top corner. Those represent the foot switches on the MIDI Maestro. And we're going to program each one of those to send BandHelper a command control number. Okay? And that's going to make BandHelper perform whatever function is assigned to that control command. So right now, before we do anything on here, we are going to go to BandHelper and set up those command control numbers. So we're going to switch over to BandHelper. Now on BandHelper, if you open it up, this will be like a project for your band. And you want to go up to the little gear. And then we want to select App Control. All right. Now if you notice here, the previous song and the next song are the kind of the standard defaults on there, and those allow you to use your finger to swipe back and forth between the previous song and the next song. Now I use Send MIDI to send program changes to my pedals, my FM9, my Tone Master Pro, my Tone X. It can send MIDI to any pedal or any MIDI device, really. So that one I set up earlier. You don't have to worry about that if you're just using the MIDI Maestro to control BandHelper. So what we want to do now is we want to add 6 actions to BandHelper. The first action I'm going to add is previous page, marker, or song. So I click on Add Action, this little plus sign. And I'm going to go to Navigation. Then I'm going to look for previous page, marker, or song, which is down here. Click on that, and it's going to bring up this box, and these are where you can assign MIDI messages. Now we're going to use the MIDI controller messages, so we're going to select that, and then you can assign any number you want to these. To make it simple, I'm just going to use number 1 for our previous page, marker, or song. I'm going to save that. And now see it showed up here, controller 1, click. So we're going to save that. And now you'll notice that this is shown up in our list of actions. Previous page, marker, or song uses command control number 1. All right, now we're going to add another one. So we're going to add the next page, marker, or song. If I can get it to work. There we go. Back to controller messages. We're going to select number 2 this time. Save. It shows up there. Save again. And now that has shown up on our list of actions. So let's keep going. We're going to add another one. This time we are going to add a scroll down by an amount. So this is going to allow me to scroll a half page down a song. Like say I get near the end of a song, I can scroll a half a page and it'll jump halfway into the next page. Or if it's scrolling, it's not scrolling fast enough, I can jump ahead a little. So we want to go to Scroll Document, Down. Click on that. Go to Control Messages again, and we're going to select number 3 for that, and save. There it is again. Save again. And now it's on here. Scroll Document Down. Now, if there's a column or a row right below it where it says by amount. Now I want to scroll 50% or half a page. So I click on this till it reaches 50%. Okay? And we're going to keep going. Next I want to add start and stop auto scroll. So click on Action. And we're going to go to Documents this time. And we're going to select Start Stop Auto Scroll. And back to Controller Messages. And this time for auto scroll, we're going to select number 4. We're just going to keep going right through the numbers. Save. There it is. Save again. And once again, it is on our list of actions. Okay. Keep going. We're going to add Show Hide Document Viewer. And that's under Documents. Now, I use PDFs for my songs, and they show up in what's called a document viewer. So by creating this, I can switch between a song and the set list. So it's a quick way to go back and forth between seeing the whole set list and seeing a song, the current selected song. So this one I'm going to use number 5. Save. Save again. And there is our Show Hide Document Viewer. We're going to do one more. Now typically I use this pedal live with my band, but I also use it sometimes for live streaming. And when I live stream, I will occasionally use a backing track. So I'm going to select Start Stop Recordings. Now recordings are audio files. You're not actually recording anything. It is a pre-recorded audio file, a music file, okay, a song file. Say you have a song and you've attached a song file to it, an MP3. You can play it with BandHelper. So we want Start Stop Recording. Select that. Go to Controller Messages. And this one will be number 6. All right, that gives us 6 actions for the 6 buttons on our MIDI Maestro. Now the MIDI Maestro actually has 10 pages. You could go ahead and assign, 60 command actions if you wanted to, but this is all I'm using. So this is perfect for me. Now I want to make sure I hit save. And that's going to save that to the BandHelper server. And now, what you might want to do if you haven't already, is go back to the app control. And you may want to write down all this information or take a screenshot so that you'll have easy access to it. Okay? So, let's go back to MIDI Maestro app. Okay, so we know what our numbers are going to be, our command control numbers, and now we can assign those to the pedals on the MIDI Maestro. To do that, we have to create commands. So we go to My Commands, and we're going to click on that big plus sign. Click here, and we're going to name the first one. We have, we're just going to name it what it is on BandHelper. Previous page. I'm just going to page or song. I don't use markers, so I don't need to worry about that. It's all right. Now we can put, if you want, you can put in the name of your device, iPad. All right, now here is where we assign the control change number. Now if you look at this wheel here, you can assign control changes, program changes, note on and off changes, and pitch bend changes. But we're going to stick with control change. Leave it set there. Now I have my BandHelper set to MIDI channel 1. Let me show you where I did that real quick. If we go to the app control and we scroll down a little bit, MIDI input port all, I have mine set to all. You can set that to a specific port if you want. And the input channel I have is channel 1, which means BandHelper is going to receive MIDI information on channel 1. Okay? And it's important that your MIDI Maestro and BandHelper are using the same MIDI channel, or they won't be able to talk to each other. Let's go back to MIDI Maestro. So we're going to select channel 1. And our command number 1. Now, the value, I don't think BandHelper actually uses that. That's sometimes used to turn effects on and off, that kind of thing. But MIDI Maestro, this app requires you to assign one, so I'm going to assign the same number as the control change. And that works just fine. All right, so this is, now here's the tricky part. You want to make sure you save this, but you have to scroll up to save. That save button doesn't show when you're down at the bottom, which makes it easy to forget to save. So we're going to hit save. And now this is going to show up on our list of commands. Okay, that's our first command. Now we're going to create a new command for next page marker or song. So we're going to go next page or song. iPad. Now you can create a description here if you want. The title's enough for me. So back again, we want to make sure we select channel 1. Now this one we have set for number 2 in BandHelper. So we're going to select number 2 there, and also number 2 on the value. All right, now I'm going to make sure we scroll up and save, and now we have our second command. We're going to keep going here. Assign number 3, which is scroll document. So I'm just going to call this one scroll half page, because that's what it does. Device, iPad. Back to channel 1. This one we have set to number 3 in BandHelper. So number 3 again, and we are going to save that one. All right, keep going. This time we're going to start and stop auto scroll. So I'm just going to call this one scroll, because I'll put scroll start stop. All right, device. And 1 is our MIDI channel always. And the start stop auto scroll we assign to number 4. Scroll up, save. All right, we've got 2 more to do. This one is Show Hide Document Viewer, so I just call this one Set List. I know what that means. Pad. Scroll down, channel 1. We are going to assign this one to number 5. Value of 5. Save. And our last one is play audio. All right. Channel 1. This one we assign to number 6. 6. And up and save. All right, now we have the 6 commands we're going to use. Now we need to assign those commands to the 6 foot switches on the MIDI Maestro. So we go back, and remember this is our top left foot switch on the MIDI Maestro. So we're going to click on that. All right, and this wheel here allows you to switch to different pages. We don't have to bother with that. We're going to leave that on none. Top line, you get 2 lines of text. So I'm going to put previous on that line, and then I'm going to put page song, on this line. Now we need to assign our command to it. So we click add, and this is gonna, we want the previous page. And they jump to alphabetical there. So now we come down here. This is telling you that's going to activate when you step on the switch. You could have it when you release the switch if you want. If you're using a standard MIDI cable to connect to your iPad, you would use this, but I'm using Bluetooth, the built-in Bluetooth. So we're going to turn the MIDI off. You don't really have to turn it off, but I do. So we're going to use Bluetooth to communicate with the iPad, because the MIDI Maestro sends Bluetooth and the iPad receives Bluetooth, so that works. So we're going to click add. All right, now we go back and you'll see we want to save. Let me get rid of that thing there. All right, so previous page or song is on here. You could add several functions if you wanted to, but that's the one we want. So we're going to hit save, and that's going to save it right here. So that for our top left foot switch, we have previous page or song. Okay, for the top center foot switch, I use that's where I use the set list. So we're going to go set list. And then we're going to go show hide. We're going to add our function, which is our set list. Click on that. We got to turn the Bluetooth on and then turn the MIDI off. And we want to save. Now we see that our set list show hide is on there. Next button, the top right button, I use to play the audio tracks. So we are going to go audio track. And the bottom one, play stop. We're going to add that function, which is play audio. Select Bluetooth, turn off that, and save. And now our audio track play stop is on there. Now the bottom right I use for next page or song. So we're going to type in next page song. We need to add that next page or song. Turn on Bluetooth and save. And we have 2 more to go. This is our center bottom button, which I use for the advance to half page. So I'm going to put advance half page. And that function, scroll half page, turn on Bluetooth, and save. That one's on there. And finally, I use the bottom right for scrolling. So we're going to do scroll song, start, stop. Okay, and that function, scroll, start, stop, turn on Bluetooth, and save. Now I have programmed page 1 of MIDI Maestro with these 6 actions in BandHelper. Okay. Now the thing we want to do now is there's a button on the back of the MIDI Maestro that says pairing. You want to select that until the blue light starts flashing. And then you're going to click on this send arrow, and this is going to send it to the MIDI Maestro. Now this is very slow. It usually takes a couple of minutes. So I'm going to end it there, and then I will show you how everything works once it's done. Once you've uploaded your custom mode to the MIDI Maestro pedal, you want to turn it off and then turn it back on, and then your new foot switch assignments should show up in these displays, and there they are. Okay. Now to connect to BandHelper, you have to select the pairing button on the back of the unit until it starts flashing blue. Then you're going to come up here to BandHelper, and there's a little MIDI icon. You click on that, and then we want to connect a Bluetooth device, and the MIDI Maestro is right here. It says not connected, so we're going to select that, and it's going to connect. Once it's connected, you can select done. Now we're going to open a set list. Now the first song in the set list is selected automatically. If I hit the set list show hide button, it shows the song. If I want to get back to a set list, I just select it again, and we're back to the set list. Now if I use the next page or song button, I can scroll down through the songs. Hit the select set list again, and I can see the song. Now if I go to a song that has more than one page, and I hit advance a half page, you'll see it jump a half a page down. Okay, go back to the set list. I can go to the previous song, work my way back that way. All right, so let's show the song. Now if I hit previous song, it's going to go to the previous song. I can work my way through the songs or through the pages. All right. Now I also have start, stop, and scroll. So if I hit a song and I hit scroll, you'll see it starting to scroll. And in BandHelper, you can adjust the scroll rate for every song. All right, now let's stop the scroll. I could jump a half page if I want, start the scroll again, stop the scroll, go back to the set list. Now if I wanted to, now I use a backing track for this song. If I go up to the beginning and I hit, let me make sure my audio's turned on here. If I hit audio track, it starts playing the backing track. If I hit stop, the backing track stops. So that's it. It's all working, and that's how you use the MIDI Maestro, or how I use the MIDI Maestro with BandHelper. Now you could customize these foot switches to do anything you want, and BandHelper has tons of MIDI commands you can look up and use. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and select the bell so you'll get notified when I post a new video. Thank you. Bye-bye.